Hey, this is Steve from management at Nintendo. I trust that if you receive this cassette, you either know me personally or you were one of the playtesters for Super Mario 64. I'm aware it's been a while since the incident with the July build, and hopefully you've all moved on and aren't too bothered by it anymore. That's not the case for me. The repercussions that this technology had over the years is starting to get noticed. No one's experience with the game is the same. It can be downright dangerous. For the luckiest, we'll all be blamed on bad memory and pre-existing conditions in the future. We shouldn't be taking risks either. These past 5 years I've been tracking down records of these deviations in the game's code. I have sent these cassettes to you people as a means to get the word out, stop the accident, and end it once and for all. We have to wake up, for lack of a better term. Whether this is all because of Argonaut software or Nintendo themselves, whoever it might have been, we made a pact with the devil. And Jim, we know it was you who brought over that build. Probably had good intentions, but you could never be sorry enough. For now, it all ends here.
Hello!
新しいコントローラーに搭載された 3D スティックをグリグリ動かすと3次元のゲームステージでマリオを思いのままに操れる。任天堂64ゲームが変わる64が変える。
Oh, dude, my bloopers got deleted again. That sucks. If only I had something to protect my stuff.
Did somebody say VPN?
No.
Well, that's just perfect. New from CUCK Industries is CUCKvpn. Tired of these rapscallions stealing your bloopers for their own profit? Now with CUCKvpn, you can put an end to these shenanigans. Unlike most VPNs, CUCKvpn can directly target your invader's address to give him a taste of their own medicine. what are you waiting for? You ready to protect your data like an expert? Or are you a wuss?
Well, I'm no wuss, sir.
That's good. But never mind us. Let's see what our customers think.
Well, yeah, I guess it's pretty epic. It definitely helped when making my show, The Blooperists, which you should totally watch, by the way. Please go watch it. It's my main show.
Start their CUCKvpn subscription today for $69 a month. CUCK are not responsible for any harm or death by those not limited to being shot, crushed by two walls, or being chased through an endless corridor by an apparition. And whatever you do, do not change your country to Japan. CUCK Industries owns slaves by the dozen.
You weren't supposed to say that!
Start the revolution!
Luigi, don't be a dinophobe. It takes all colors to make a rainbow. Except black. There's no black in a rainbow. I'm Captain Lou Albano talking to you about drugs. Kids, do drugs and go to hell. Please.
Hi, hello. You are currently hearing my voice. Whose voice that is exactly, I'm trying to figure out right now too. Anyway, welcome to a commentary track for Season 1 of Classified, because, you know, I just had a random burst of narcissism, and I figured, hey, this could be good for the 2nd anniversary. Anyway, I'm starting out with a non-canon one, because, you know, I think they still have their place in the series, and I don't have much to say about Tape 1, except, you know, these screenshots, which are inspired from a post by my mutual JY on Twitter, who made a little video back when the iceberg stuff started, and I think that was my first introduction to the whole concept, so thanks to that post for this channel still existing. Anyway, we're up to Tape 2 right now, also known as the worst thing ever. You can see there were flashes of Times New Roman text, because I thought that looked creepy at the time. It does not, by the way. It just looks cheap. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea. The HUD is still there on the error screen, which drags on for way too long. It basically just tells you that Luigi's not in this game, actually. Yeah, good for letting me know. I totally couldn't figure that out from just playing the game, you know? And it's just way too long and way too bad. It was done just one day after Tape 1, in a spout of hubris, I guess. And so now we have the... Oh, there's the funny... Look, it said it. Anyway, here's the beginning, the proper beginning, of the whole AI story arc. In general, I still really like this tape. I still think it has a really good atmosphere. Mostly thanks to the writing, which was done by my friend Yellow64, by the way. Communicated by, to me by a Twitter DM at like 3 in the morning, so it was fun just making that tape with, just with that, basically. And, yeah, and I was so much simpler back in the day. Yeah, in general, there were some things that I had to cut because I didn't know how to illustrate them properly with little tools I had at the time. These were not ROMs, by the way. Well, I mean, they were, but vanilla. And, you know, I could not modify ROMs yet, so that, you know, that text box, it's not real. None of those static effects are. That room is not real. That was done in Gmod. I could probably do it in game now, but not at the time. You can tell with the crispy textures that it's Gmod. But yeah, the whole Nintendo's fun is eternal. That is a Sonic CD plagiarism, by the way. And that, I do not know what that is. It's a ghost. And this is the big one. You know the one. The one that everybody loves, and everybody loves to point out the HL2 sound effect at the end. I know, you don't have to keep telling me. But, yeah, that, I have something interesting to say about that one's ending, which may just end up overshadowing the one after this, but doesn't matter, it's a bad one anyway. But, yeah. Something interesting about this tape is that the storyline at the time was sort of, well, not at all the same thing. First of all, Jim was not a thing, neither was Bill, or Steve, or even Stanley. But, the thing is that at the time the plot was kind of FNAF adjacent, in the worst way possible. Think FNAF, but guy in a Mario suit instead, hence why the ending screen is what you will see in a couple of seconds. But yeah, this one was also written by Yellow64. One thing I had to cut from it was that Mario was supposed to enter that door and find himself in chains that would later on retract and dismember him. I wasn't against the whole gore of it, by the way. I just couldn't illustrate it. I had a chain add-on on Gmod for that, but it did not look good. By the way, that Luigi was not hanging. A lot of people think he is, but he is not. He's just floating weird. I would not put hanging in my tapes. Oh my god. No, that is not imagery I'm comfortable with. Anyway, yeah, that's the funny screen. Here it comes. Yes, that is HL2. I thought people wouldn't recognize it. It sounded better before the whole compression with the VHS filter, it sounded way better. It did not sound quite as much as the... Oh, well, here's the first human character in the series, I guess. I guess retroactively this is Bill. Whose voice is not the same at all. I did not even attempt to imitate it. Oh look, I said the thing. Look people, Mary can't say punch right. I did not say it right here either, oh my god. There's Wario. I don't know why I tried to make him scary. I really don't know why. It's just an attempt at getting reactions out of people in a really cheap way. Wario is not scary. I think I did it better in the Tape 1 remake, where instead of trying to be scary, it's just a fear gotten from the fact that he's being so nonchalant and I guess Wario-like about the whole thing. You know, Wario would not say, I'm not having fun, you know? He's like, Wario hate this, you know? Something like that. Wario getting out of here. Stupid creepypasta. Anyway, here's, one of my favorites. My favorite of Season 1. The one that Mario Nova, came to me about to, work on it. He made the ROM, by the way. This one was actually in the works before, September 2nd, 97 was even out, so, yeah, this one was, in the pot for quite a bit. It came out on July 1st, if I'm not mistaken. I can't even see the date anymore. For some reason, YouTube doesn't show it half the time. But, yeah, this one was fun, because for the first time, I had a ROM made for it, not by me, but, yeah, it was just fun to actually explore something that was different both to me and the viewers in a more radical way than the spooky edits. And oh, by the way, that Mario was I believe that is actually a scale reference left over that I came across by accident because I can't play right. I guess now it's kind of Stanley's first appearance. I like to think it is. You know, at the time of this recording, Annielogue is not out yet, but you might find something that is reminiscent of that white Mario that was not supposed to be there. I guess. I could ask Nova about it. It was fun. With the whole custom text box and custom areas and the whole thing. It really was. I was really exploring it too in that clip. I don't think I had properly played through the whole thing before that. By the way, to those hallways on the left is supposed to be a Bowser room that I could not find a good way to integrate properly into the video, so that ended up being on the cutting room floor. That is the same Bowser room that can be seen in Breaking the Barrier, by the way. Nova had told me that some elements of it found their way into this ROM because he was still working on it at the time, so there's that fun little tidbit for you. That ROM is not being released, by the way. Neither are any of my other ROMs. There's Wario again. Still trying to be scary and still failing at it. Anyway, I think this was the first time I experimented with beta assets. First instance of my custom HUD, by the way, still in its shit-face state at the time. It's not as obvious on the bright screen, but yeah, that I'm still working on the HUD, by the way. It's still not exactly how I'd like it to be, but it is way closer now, and no shame in using it, I think. If you're okay with people pointing it out and being assholes about it, you know, always that thing to take into account. I love that inverted world thing. It's my favorite part of the video. With the blood water. I think it's supposed to be blood, because if you were to invert the normal texture, it would just be orange. So I think it is supposed to be blood on purpose. But, oh yeah, by the way, that is Donut Plains 95 in the background. Just reversed and sort of stretched out. There's nothing through those doors, by the way. I checked. I'm pretty sure there's nothing, actually. I don't have the ROM on me. It's on my old computer. I'd have to dig it out, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't have anything much to say about this. Just Mario drowning. I guess that sort of pertains to my whole philosophy about what to add that could be considered quote-unquote scary in these videos, and I get asked about that sometimes, and just really put what scares you in these videos. You know, for me it's more tangible with stuff like drowning, which is why some of the tapes end with Mario or Luigi drowning, and, you know, for more intangible stuff, that's when we can come back to the whole Nintendo's fun is eternal thing, because infinity is kind of a creepy concept to me, just things never ending, constantly escalating. That, you know, that was rubbed me the wrong way, so I like to integrate that into my videos. Oh, this one. I predicted the code name, by the way, for 64. That was fun. I don't know, maybe it was already known by that point. I don't remember, though. That was so long ago now. Yeah, Jim. Here's Jim. His first appearance, technically. That was a bet I lost, by the way. The Wallace was not something I wanted to put in, but I lost the bet. I don't take bets anymore. But yeah, the script. If you were there for the premiere of that tape, then you know it was originally rather different. It had the sort of storyboards with really badly drawn stickmen, drawn with a mouse, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that was bad. It was cut off short, very early on, and did not have anything really creepy in it, which is why the main reason I hated it really is because it did not have anything of substance in it. It was just filler, and just said, hey, this is what the final tape will be about. But yeah, in the end, that version I hated and scrapped ended up leading to our main sort of, I guess technically he's the antagonist, depends on how you see it. But yeah, here he is, Stanley, who did not have a name yet. He was just Stanley, by the way, from Mip's hole, but red. I guess at the time it was just textureless Mario. I did not want to sort of canonize that he was just Stanley, but red, and now he is. He just is. Yeah, that's sort of confusing, the whole end this once and for all thing, and it's time to wake up. I did not deliver on that at all. I apologize. That pertains to, there's something in Season 2 that pertains to it, though that's rather interesting concerning, the plot. That also changed a lot for Season 2. Not as much as the whole, not FNAF thing, but still interesting. We'll get to it when I do the Season 2 commentary. September 14th is my second favorite, mostly because of how concise it is, without necessarily sacrificing anything. I tried replicating that with Aftermath, but I don't think I did it quite as well. Most of Season 2 is just trying to do what Season 1 did, and failing at it. Yeah, Yoshi just becomes edgy here. I don't know what exactly that was, and the whole they thing. I don't know. I guess early on, Stanley was kind of a hive mind, maybe? Not anymore, though. I guess that makes him non-binary now. So, confirmed, Stanley uses he/they pronouns, if you were wondering about that. Maybe you weren't, but now you know. That's one of the things that need more suspension of disbelief with this series. How it's, you know, it's one thing for Stanley to rearrange objects and level geometry. It's another to just create renders out of nowhere and taking form as them. That is still Stanley, by the way. He's not just the faceless Mario. He takes many forms. They're all the same, though. It's just that some are creepier than others. I don't have much to say about July 29th tape. Mostly just that it was my first time using SketchUp, and you can tell with the really blocky level design and really ROM hacky feeling level design, let's say. And really inaccurate too, to the beta. That is something I've gotten way better at, I would say. Yeah, my commentary on this will be mostly pertaining to the ending that the extended ending, I guess, that I ended up cutting because it was just an exposition dump. It was just telling things that a viewer could figure out by themselves anyway. You know, it was just unnecessary in the end. It padded out the video length. It would not have met the requirement for ads anyway. Mid-roll ads, rather. And, yeah, I can't even bring it back now. Even if my opinion on it changed since then, it has not. I could not bring it back because, you know, the plot just changed too much since then. Steve is no longer an important character, he has never been. And he's just some guy. Jim is not a threat. He is just some guy too. That speech made it seem like he was way more important than he really is, when he's just some guy who did not know when to stop. And that's about it, really. You know, this series is framed as something creepy. Put yourself in their shoes for 1 second is just really silly. And that's what I like about it, really. You know, it's weird to say that as the one who made it, but you know, that's what I like about it. It's just really silly. It brings me back to that whole creepypasta culture thing. And people do call these videos creepypastas, which is, you know, even though I'm saying it right now, that it's kind of like one. I hate it. I hate it when people say that. You know, because I associate that with really bad writing. Again, very hypocritical because this series is not written very well. It was not planned, by the way. I did not have the story planned from the beginning at all. Yeah, this is confusing to some people, how this version of the July 29th events supposedly shows off the AI dying, even though it's the earliest in the chronology, for Season 1 at least. But the way I see it really is that this is just how Jim remembers the event, while the way it's shown off in Genesis is how it really happened. That's how I see it. That's my 2 cents on the whole thing. Again, not planned. I don't have notes on me. This is the only part of the map that feels even remotely like actual 64 level design, even though the UV on the checkerboards is just completely off. It's all stretched, and it just doesn't feel right. Oh yeah, by the way, that Mario model was well, first of all, it's not the actual one, I don't think, but the that ROM was gifted to me by Holo Mario, by the way, so thanks to him. But yeah, you can tell it was my first attempt at doing a ROM hack for these videos. You know, all the enemies are just really scattered around randomly, and they don't really feel part of the level design, except maybe the boos, but they kind of just float around, so they feel natural just about anywhere. It's easy to integrate them into a map. I like to integrate non-Euclidean enemies into maps. Yeah, here's the core. And it just looks like a really weird cookie. Seizure warning, by the way. But yeah, that's about it for Season 1. Thank you for listening to this commentary. Luigi is not cucking Mario, by the way. They're facing him. They're waiting for him. That does not really seem obvious on the really blurry screen. But yeah, that's about it for Season 1. My opinion on it has fluctuated a lot since it finished. But yeah, I still think it's rather okay. Some of it is bad, some of it is really bad. But in the end, as a companion piece to the far more superior Season 2, I think it's still okay. That's my 2 cents on the whole thing. Anyway, thank you for listening. No one asked for this, but I did it anyway. Just like with Classified.
It's me, Mario! 任天堂の楽しみは無限大です。任天堂の楽しみは無限大です。
致命的なエラーが発生しました。ゲームシステムをリセットしてください。任天堂の楽しみは無限大です。任天堂の楽しみ。
Galaxy's cartoon. The mariner's not so ancient, but he knows his vegetables better than anyone in the crew. Popeye the Sailor Man is next on Cartoon Network.
Mario is back, and a whole new world's opened up to him with the new Super Mario 64. Jump through paintings and into beautiful landscapes, rendered in real-time 3D through the power of the new Nintendo Ultra 64. Leap over your enemies and finish them off with a punch. Outsmart these foes with a well-timed flip and ground pound. You've got an entire new arsenal, but can you use it right? Will you play the game, or will it play you?
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is only a test.
楽しみが始まったばかり。
It's me, Mario! Hello! It's me!
大変だ